Well, good morning. It is June 29th, day 53 on the trail for me. It's about 7:30 in the morning right now. Got off to another late start. The rain came in a little earlier than expected, and I just didn't want to get up, get moving. So I laid under my quilt for a little while longer. But then it was time to get up, get moving. Plan for today for me is not too bad. It's about 12 and a half miles to a shelter. I haven't had a chance to check the weather yet, but going off of what I remember from yesterday, supposed to be thunderstorms coming through today, and chance of a half to 3/4 of an inch of rain. So definitely want to be in a shelter tonight, I think. And it is a weekend. And so what that means, is weekends, you tend to get more local day hikers out, or, just weekenders. And so there is the chance that, the shelter could end up being very popular because of the weather. Again, though, with the way the weather is, maybe some of those weekenders decided, well, maybe we'll go next weekend. Who knows? So we'll see. I mean, if I can't get in the shelter, well, then I'll just set up my tent. It'll survive. It just, it's not as, I just have to deal with a wet tent, which I already have because it started raining earlier than I expected. It looks like we're supposed to have some good views today. Got a lot of ups and downs, not a whole lot of elevation, not nearly as much as yesterday. Yesterday I climbed and descended almost a mile. Not as much today, but I don't know if the views will be any good because of, the weather, the clouds. We'll see. All right, as always, if I see anything interesting, I will grab a picture or some video. And here's what the trail looks like right now. Side of a field, and we get a decent view. I think that's to the north. Yeah, I think I'm looking to the north right now. Made it to the shelter. There's a couple people in there. I was talking to one that this is the water source for the shelter. That's nice. I don't usually take pictures or video of pretties, but this one's extra special. It's got a good view. All right, well, that's about it for the night. Wasn't too bad. Lots of shorter, steeper climbs today, and I hear this rumor that they call this area the Vermont roller coaster. There's another area in Virginia called the roller coaster on the trail, but they have started trying, kind of calling this area a roller coaster because it just kind of goes up and down, over and over. Not really long ascents or descents, but brief and steep. It's coming up. So tonight's my last night in Vermont. So I'm going to say goodbye to the Green Mountains and get over into New Hampshire tomorrow. So the plan is it's about 15 miles to Hanover. And I'm going to stop in there and get do a couple days of resupply and grab some food. Maybe pack out a dinner. I was trying to find a place in town. It's an expensive town to stay. And there's lots of trail angels, folks that will, help out hikers, but they're all booked up. I waited too long, I guess, to try and get a room. So fortunately, the next shelter is only 1.5 miles outside of Hanover. So it'll end up being about 16.5 miles plus, whatever walking in town I do. But there's a few places where you can get free stuff in Hanover. There's a place where you can get a free donut. There's a place where you can get a free slice of pizza and a beer. I think there's a place where you can get a free muffin. Just little things like that. We'll see what I get to in town. I'll be sure to grab some pictures and stuff. And then, continue on into New Hampshire. And then about 2 days later, I think I'm going to try and get into a hostel and do a slack pack over Mount Musalaki. I think that's the name of it. So we're going to see how that works out. I'm still looking at some options there. But that's what's coming up over the next few days. I think I cross over a river from Norwich, Vermont into Hanover, New Hampshire. So that'll be cool. All right. So, I met, in the shelter, met a section hiker. Her name is Scaredy Cat. She's hiking with her dog. And we just, have been talking and about things. And I think she's from Philadelphia. And so I said, I gave her a Fly Eagles Fly for Noah because he's an Eagles fan. And had some conversation about our jobs so she's I think she said she's going to try and get into Hanover, if not tomorrow, then the next day, and because she's hiking with her dog, and that changes changes things on how many miles she can do. So very nice meeting her. All right, hey, thanks to the folks at the On the Edge Farm. They have a nice little shop there, and it was kind of cold and rainy all day long, so being able to stop in, get a sandwich, a pastry, and that hot coffee really helped me out for that next hour, because then there was a steep climb right afterwards, so I really appreciated that coffee. So thank you. All right, if you stuck through the end, to the end, you know I appreciate it. And I will see you again tomorrow on the trail.